Այսօր պիտի հանդիպենք շրջանավարտուհի Alique Boyajianին հետ։
Hi, my name is Alique Boyajian, Shamlian class of 2016, and I couldn't be happier to be back.
Բարի եկար Alique։
Thank you, Dr. K.
Շատ ուրախ եմ, որ կմասնակցես ասմեր շրջանավարտներու բամություններուն եւ սկսենք քու դարեկիրքով։
Wow. Definitely, I've changed a lot.
No, you haven't. So sweet. So, in 20 years, you wanted to be
Pediatric surgeon. Very wrong.
very wrong. So tell us, what have you been up to since you went to Shamlian?
Oh my God. Well, obviously graduated high school, then went to college during COVID, which was obviously a very different experience, more different than I thought it would be. But
How many of your college years were you?
I mean, 2 were on Zoom at community college.
Wow.
And then the other 2, I was at Loyola Marymount, and I got my bachelor's in business administration. But I honestly, for the longest time, didn't even know what I wanted to do. It was always like I wanted to help people. I wanted to do something good for my community.
What are you doing now after you graduated from college?
I saw an opportunity to work as a financial advisor and professional with a Fortune 500 company. I was granted that opportunity, and I couldn't be more grateful. I have a great mentor, and basically what I do now is working with individuals, families, business owners to plan for their business, to plan individually. There's a lot that goes into it, and honestly, when it comes to working with the community, it always feels so much better because it ties into what I always wanted to do, helping people, making them feel good, and hopefully I can do that just through setting people up for success in a way.
And how about your experiences at Shamlian? Do you feel like any of these experiences prepared you for where you are now?
Absolutely. I mean, it's so innate that I can't even probably pinpoint exactly what I've learned, but every single teacher here, every single administrator, you guys have left such an impact on me, but it's like really character development that like I've learned here. Haya Saruchun, like everything just ties into the individual I am today. So it's just natural. It's all the character development, the friends you make, the connections you make, it all plays a huge role into the person I am, so definitely.
Ali, can you share a special memory or an experience you have had here at Shamlian?
Obviously there's a lot of great experiences I've had, whether it's like the Armenia trip or the DC trip, but something that I'll always hold near and dear to my heart is when on my first day at Shamlian, first grade, I walked down with my dad, which is obviously a tradition that all classes do, and my dad was also a graduate from Shamlian. His 2 brothers were a graduate of Shamlian, so I can proudly say I'm a second graduating generation. Yeah. So
I got goosebumps saying that. It's a big deal.
It's a beautiful story.
2 generations of. So will the 3rd generation attend
Absolutely.
Shamlian?
I was just gonna say. I think I'll hopefully be fortunate enough to say that the 3rd generation will also be a Shamlian graduate because. There's nothing more beautiful than the Armenian school system, and it's such a beautiful experience to see the relationships you build that are lifelong, and to be so connected to the community, because that's what my dad's always taught me. It's like you have a greater power when you come to an Armenian school. Yes, it's like beautiful to be a part of the Armenian community as is, but when you speak the language, when you learn the literature, when you learn the history, you have an added bonus that like I didn't take granted for, so that's definitely beautiful.
You were one of the first winners,
and went to lunch with Dr. K at Biblos.
We went to Biblos together. We were in 7th grade.
Yeah.
It was such a special day. I still remember it.
I think it's so beautiful, the connections that like I've made with like you and then the teachers, because I still like have those connections. Like I'll remember I went to Americana with like Miss Tallene. I don't remember for what, but like
Miss Tolly's there. Yeah, come on in, come on.
How are you? I was actually I didn't know you were
here. She just said
here.
your name. She's like, I remember one of her memories was going to Americana.
We went to Americana together. Yes. For
Miss
winning
Tolly,
something. I'm like, I don't remember what I won. I swear, I always say, like when I think of my favorite teachers, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade teachers, you guys have left such a huge impact.
You need to tell her anything twice. Oh, I can tell from 2nd grade that she's definitely going places, and there you are.
Thanks for making a debut, Miss.
Thank you.
Alique, your advice for students in the yearbook said, The most important advice I would give to my fellow Shalmian students is to always keep in touch with friends you've made at Shalmian. Is that the same advice that you would give the students now? As your final words, what advice would you give to the students?
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, first of all, that's still very true. Like, my 3 best friends are still my 3 best friends from Shalmian. And the friendships, of course, but then the work that you do together, it's like the impact you leave. Advice I'd give is preserve your culture, your community. Realize the tools you have here, the connections you have here.
Thank you so much for joining us for 50 Years, 50
Thank you for having me.
Stories.
This was beautiful. Thank you so much for having me, and it was a beautiful trip down memory lane.
Thank you.
Thank you.